What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, this is not the video that I promised about photography. I wasn't able to get that video done, and honestly, I was having a hard time just starting that video. And that brings us to the topic of this video, perfectionism. So to start, the definition of perfectionism is the refusal to accept any standard short of perfection. You see, now that I'm starting to become more of a creator, there's this growing need to pay attention to the smallest details. That's not to say high standards are a bad thing. We all want to make something great. The problem is when you get so stuck in this idea of perfectionism, it stops you from creating. And that's what I would like to focus on in this video. So if you've been in a similar situation, here are some ideas to help you with this obstacle. The first one I would like to talk about is setting a deadline. I used to be somebody who hated deadlines, especially in school. The pressure and stress really got to me and drove me crazy. But the funny thing is, without them, I wouldn't be able to get anything done. With this time constriction, forces you to focus on the essentials rather than spending days, weeks, or sometimes months on the small stuff. It also keeps you from wasting time. Instead of distracting yourself and finding ways to put off what you should be focusing on, this deadline forces you to get the thing you want done by the date or time you set. Number two is quantity over quality. If you're in the same situation that I am, you're probably starting out in your field or your craft with very little experience. A way to get great experience is to do more rather than to do few things and perfect them. I find, especially with me, when I'm given smaller projects or projects where I give myself the ability to mess up, it gives me more space to learn from my mistakes and grow as a creative. Also, when you focus on the quantity aspect instead of the quality, you develop a backlog of projects that you can look back on and see your progress and your success. Now, I'm not saying to neglect quality completely. I'm saying don't make it something that stops you from creating. Rather, try to make something as best you can within a smaller time frame or at a smaller scale, then go and create the next project. An extra tip is to change your relationship with your mindset on how you approach this project. Maybe you set your standards too high, or maybe you're afraid to fail, but it's better to try and fail rather than do nothing and have a perfect idea. So I hope this helps anybody in my situation. I'm still learning that my work doesn't have to meet this perfect image I have in my head. So if you have any ideas or even your own story and how this relates to you, leave a comment down below and I'll be looking forward to reading them. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as turn on the notification bell so you'll stay up to date with this journey. Peace.